Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, by Yahshim, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles that rule well, and peace and blessing to you brothers out there that's kicking this word in sincerity and truth. I was going over some milk scriptures, and I came across this one, going into Second Corinthians 10:4, and how it was saying that our warfare is not carnal, and that particular scripture speaks volumes to me, especially dealing with the times that we're dealing with now. We're entering into the time of provocation. If you look up that word provocation, it basically means an act or speech that makes someone annoyed or angry. Now, if you look up, we'll get this in Psalms for you brothers. Psalms 95. The scriptures warns us how we're supposed to be acting in the day of provocation. It's verse 8. Psalms 95:8. Harden not your heart as in the day of provocation, as in the day of temptation in the wilderness. And that's the time that we're entering into now. So we got to understand that our weapons are not carnal, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going into that trying time, you know. And with that understanding, we have to understand that we have to utilize the spirit and not the flesh, you know, when we enter into these dire times. And those dire times could be different things, man. Those dire times could be, you know, dealing with a brother, you know, dealing with everyday life, bills, raising your children, things of that nature. Everything has to be put in its proper place, especially, you know, in the time that we're living in, man. This is 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. That's right. So it's saying that our warfare is not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of the strongholds. You look up that word weapon. It's haplan. Let's see if I'm right.
Strong's G 3696. Haplan.
Excuse me. Haplan. It's any tool or implement for preparing a thing. Any tool or implement for preparing a thing. Arms used in warfare, weapons, an instrument. So when we read this again, it's not only talking about you know, the physical warfare. A lot of times we use this scripture for us not to be carnally and, you know, want to fight and things of that nature, but it's deeper than that, man. You know what I'm saying? The warfare that we're fighting is spiritual. It's within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So let's read that again. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. You know? So the things that we're dealing with, which is the spirit, is able to pull down strongholds, man. Let's look up that word stronghold, because I looked it up before and I forgot what it meant. This is strongholds. Let's see there.
Strong's G 3794. Ahurama.
A castle, stronghold, fortress, fastness, anything on which one relies, of the argument and reasoning by which a disputant endeavors to fortify his opinion and defend it against his opponent. That's right. So basically, it's going into the mindset that we're combating this thing, which is of the flesh, uh, and we know that comes from Esau, man. It's able to pull down the defense of our enemies, bro. You know, and that's why we understand that this word is what's spiritual, man. Not what we could do physically, and also I want to say this, and what we could say physically. It's not about that either, bro. It's about really the words of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai and uplifting that, man. This is Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. That's right, man. What is being carnal? Let's look it up. Let's look up that word carnal.
Strong's G 4561. Sarx.
Sarx. Flesh. The soft balance of the body which covers the bones and is permeated with blood of both man and beast. The body of a man, used of natural or physical origin, generation or relationship, born of natural generation. The sensuous nature of man, the animal nature. That's right. So what we're dealing with, we're not dealing with the flesh, the animal nature of man, bro. We're dealing with the spiritual aspect of man, bro. We have to understand that, you know, and this is very important to me, you know, this particular scripture, because it's, it just helps, it reminds me how we're supposed to be conducting ourselves in our everyday lives also, and how we, just treat each other, treat ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be carnally, man, having all these lusts, and like it talks about in what's that? It talks about that in Colossians, man. This is one of my favorite chapters. It says Colossians 3:1. For he that be risen with Yahushua, seek those things which are above, which Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affection on these things, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahushua in the Most High. Which Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Mortify therefore your members which are above the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affections, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. You look up that evil concupiscence. That's basically this unsurmountable lust, basically, man. You want something too much, you know what I'm saying? Covetousness. That's all the things that we're not supposed to be walking in, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have to remember that even in this truth, what it said in Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. We have to understand, what we're fighting here. We're fighting ourselves, and it's something that I've always dwelled on, because it's something that has always intrigued me, that battle within yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to say the point was made. I just wanted to go. Really, I just want to do a quick review over the fight that we have in against that flesh and the spirit, man. Is something that we have to be aware of. Not only on the highways and byways, but within ourselves too. So I'm hoping that this came out well. I did. All praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles that rule well Peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.